I've got a window van, and I'm surprised somebody get them without windows.
Got the skull on the front. He's got a luggage rack. He's got solar. Looks like some fuel. I like his lights. So we're here with Phillip. We caught up with him. He was nice enough to give us the tour. You're a pretty young guy.
Yeah,
are you out on the road full time?
I am full time, absolutely.
So what prompted you to, what is your lifestyle anyway, and what prompted you to give it a shot?
Well, basically I've been a software engineer for probably about over the last 20 years, and I've been sitting inside a sheetrock prison for that time, working behind a computer desk, and I don't know, I just kind of got old with it. It's not the way I really want to live my life. There's a lot out there to see, so I wanted to travel. And you know, this whole lifestyle kind of just came on my radar, and well, you know, here I am.
So how long have you been doing this so far?
So I'm a month and a half in.
So a month and a half in. What did you research when you were thinking about doing this?
Oh, well, what did I research? Well, it started out with kind of the whole RV thing, because I kind of came about this a different direction than most people. I really didn't know that this was really an option, you know, when I kind of started seeking it out. A friend of mine just made a suggestion, you move around so much, why don't you just live in an RV? I was like, yeah, that's actually a really great idea. So anyways, I just went on to YouTube and, you know, started doing searching for, you know, living in an RV, came across the forums, came across you and Bob, and that's how I just kind of found out about this whole lifestyle, and yeah, that's kind of how I got here.
What would you say that has been a pleasant surprise so far about the lifestyle?
Everything.
Really?
I mean everything. I love it. I wish I would have done this a long time ago. I mean, it's everything. It's just the ability to be out, do what you want to do, live your own life. Not only that, but meeting the people in this community has just been absolutely amazing. I mean, the people are the best people. Some of the best people I've ever met in my life. They really kind of have life figured out, and I really think that's kind of what this is about for me. I'm trying to get my life back and do what I want to do with my life, because, you know, we're only here for a short, you know, amount of time, so I don't want to waste any more than I've already wasted.
So I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
sure.
you were giving a lot of your time to the man.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Wholly and completely.
Are you giving any consideration to visit Mexico when it gets colder?
That actually has been a thought of mine. You know, I actually saw some of your videos and been talking to some other people here, and that actually sounds pretty awesome. I mean, I kind of have this idea in my head. I'd like to go up to Alaska and travel all the way down to the tip of South America. So getting out of America and like getting into Mexico is definitely something I'm interested in.
Awesome. What would you say that you did right? So let's come up with something you think you did right that you'd like to share, and then something you did wrong that you'd like to share.
Well, I think the thing that I did right is not waiting for things to be perfect.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, because, you know, that kind of held up things for a while, and then, you know, in life things are never going to be perfect. You know, at some point you're just going to have to just jump out into it and just start swimming. So I think that's what I did right, is not wait for everything to be perfect before I actually hit the road and started doing this. Now, as far as what I did wrong, that's a little bit harder of a question, because
that's a great answer, though.
I haven't really found. All right, what I did wrong was not changing my rear tire sooner, because I got a blowout. That's the only thing I can come up with. I have no negative experiences with this whole lifestyle. All the fears I had in my head about living in a van, I mean, it's just make believe. You know, you're just scaring yourself.
So when you said fears, would you say some of the fears would be the stigma that might be attached to it?
Oh, sure. I mean, there's the stigma. There's also just the security aspect of it. You know, are people going to be harassing me because I'm living in a van? Am I going to have people come banging on my door? People going to be trying to break in? That is just all just fantasy stuff. That's not reality. I mean, I had, like I said, nothing but positive experiences. Meeting strangers. I mean, like you talk about the stigma thing, that was totally something I was concerned about. I don't want to come across as a homeless person or a bum, but I have not had that experience from people that I've interacted with. You know, people treated me just on an equal level. So
I think it would be fair to say that a lot of people, including myself, when just starting out in a lifestyle, to pick a van as the model that you're going to live in, the idea is that you're somebody who's down and out, down on your luck, didn't plan this but got thrown into it, and you've got a sleeping bag on the floor and you're just trying to sort out life. And that's what I think everybody thinks is going on when you say, I'm gonna live in a van.
Right, that's definitely not the case. It's really about living life, man, to its fullest. I mean, I feel like I have a much more rich life than all these people driving down the freeway going to these jobs and everything every day.
What about a big house? Wouldn't you want a big house with air conditioning? And
I've
all
had
that?
a big house. I've had a 4,000 foot square house. And somebody else here recently said something that is absolutely perfect. You don't own the house owns you. And that is exactly what I found when I bought a house. It just consumed me. It was my everything. And I mean, I'm not on this planet to just live in a house. I want to experience life. So yeah, I got rid of the house and I would never go back to that.
So are you sleeping every night under a roof that's paid for?
Absolutely.
And how does that feel?
It feels absolutely wonderful. I mean, I have so much more expendable cash to go and do the things that I want to do. Go explore parks, you know. I mean, I just have a lot more freedom. And I just feel like I am now my own owner. Nobody else owns me. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And I mean, what more could you ask for in life?
What would you say to somebody that might be watching this that is thinking that they might want to give it a try, but they're concerned that they won't be able to sustain themselves financially on the road? What advice would you give them?
Well, I mean, I think that is a fair concern because that is a big issue. And how are you going to take care of yourself while you're on the road? I'm not going to say that's an easy thing to resolve, but there are a lot of options out there on what you can do to sustain yourself. With the internet nowadays and websites like Upwork, I mean, it's really easy to make an income while being on the road. I mean, that's what I do. I have my desktop, as you can probably see here, and I write software on the road. That's how I make my money.
You write software on the road, and that's how you make your money.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't really cost that much to get up in the morning when you live in a van, does it?
No, it doesn't at all. I mean,
tell us a little bit about this rig, the Zombie.
So yeah, I bought this van from an older gentleman who worked on classic cars. He actually was using this as a mobile hunting blind. It used to be a white van, and he just didn't want to drive a white van anymore, so he decided to do the whole zombie response vehicle thing. So him and his buddies would take this out to the deer lease, sitting here at night vision, wait for the hogs to come, watching movies, and have themselves some dinner.
Have you gotten a lot of attention because of the graphics and whatnot?
Oh, absolutely. Holy, I have people stopping me every day. I have people following me down the freeway, waiting for me to pull over to talk to me and take pictures.
Want to get pictures?
Absolutely. It's been a really great thing. I was a little concerned when I initially went on the road with a vehicle like this, because obviously it's not stealthy. Everybody's all about the stealth. So, but I found that, again, nothing negative has come from me having this van. It's been positive. I mean, people come up to me smiling, want to shake my hand, want to know my story, what's going on with this. So it's really been actually pretty awesome. I've met a lot of people I wouldn't have met otherwise. So it's been pretty cool.
Very cool. Any last words that you would like to impart on anyone that might be watching this and considering a lifestyle like this?
Do it. Make it happen. Plain and simple. Do it sooner than later. Back to that, don't wait for things to be perfect. I mean, obviously get your ducks in a row, but don't waste time, you know? It's very limited. Just get out there and make it happen.
Got to show that there's not that much to show everybody. This is the inside of Phil's zombie apocalypse.
So,
this is where it all goes down.
Yes, this is the bed. As you can see, it's very simple. I haven't quite finished the inside, but this platform bed has all my storage underneath. As you can see.
Looks very inexpensive.
Oh yeah, I made this very cheaply, very quickly. I did not spend much time before I got on the road. And as you can see, I still need to finish the top here. I'm gonna put some plywood up and then put some boards across here to cover this all up, make it look a little bit cleaner and nicer. And then right through here is where I'm going to build my kitchen area.
When are you gonna do all that work?
So,
hey man, whenever you feel like it.
That's right. Pretty much, man.
Thanks. So now everybody knows what the inside looks like.
Word.
And it's not that expensive to build.
No.
And you're out here and you're doing it, and you didn't sit for months and have to stress about it or whatever.
Absolutely.
It's working for you. Cool.
Make it work, man.
Thanks, man.
Yep, you bet.